What's going on, guys? This is Recommend, and today's topic is retail scalping. What is retail scalping? At least in my opinion, it's when a retail company such as, let's just say, Thinkgeek or Gamestop, know that it's an item that has limited supply, and instead of being an honest business and selling it for MSRP, they try to bundle they try to bundle items along with what you want in order to get their attach rate up. So for example, as of right now, if you go on ThinkGeek, it's right now it's 4:04 p.m. That's an NES Classic. Somehow ThinkGeek has magically found some NES Classic editions. So there's one that's on sale right now for $219.99. And this one comes with the NES Classic edition in the box, brand new, which is cool. Some useless Mega Man drink cup thing. Some Mega Man Buster mug. Some stupid Mega Man helmet. And I don't even know what the heck that other thing is. It looks like Mega Man's blaster. Let me see. Let me get a better look at this. Okay, it's wearable Mega Man helmet and Proto Man Buster replica. Useless items that they're forcing with the NES Classic to get their attachment rate up. This kind of stuff really gets on my nerves because it's just dishonest. Completely dishonest way of doing business. Now, it's legal, don't get me wrong with that. But when you look at GameStop as a company, because they don't ThinkGeek as far as I know, they're losing business. They don't have a whole lot of goodwill among gamers. You look it up online, people just don't like them. They don't like their practices. So as a company, you're losing money, you don't have goodwill, and you have a limited stock of something, so meaning that there's not a whole lot of them to begin with. You don't have a whole lot of them to sell. So what you're going to do is bundle it with a bunch of useless items, get a bunch of people really annoyed that you're pulling something that you would expect from an individual eBay scalper, and you're putting it online. You're taking something that's an MSRP, the NES Classic Edition, that's rated to be sold at $59.99, and now you're forcing a bundle for $219 to try to get an attachment rate up. Now, to be fair, the cheapest bundle is $139.99. That one's already sold out. But there were 6 bundles, but they do go up to $219.99. But again, you have a limited bundle. Instead of promoting goodwill to your store, selling things, limited supply, one per person. And instead of using it as a promotional item to either A, get people into your store, or B, to promote goodwill so people will come back to your store in the future when they actually do need something that's not rare, and they'll come to your store first. Now you're making people annoyed with your business by pulling this ridiculous practice. This type of thing really gets on my nerves. And generally, I'm a person that's for the consumer, and a lot of times I will stick up for a business when they're doing a fair practice. I can understand things like overhead and paying basically overhead, paying employees, rent, cost of doing business, advertising, all that good stuff. Doesn't excuse this. Completely separate topic from what we're looking at here. Again, retail scalping. I just put it out on Twitter. If you guys don't have my Twitter, it's the same name as this, Recommend at Twitter. I sent something to Pat the NES Punk because he promoted this to people, and he doesn't agree that it's scalping. It is scalping. No matter how you look at it, it's scalping. You're taking a limited product, you're jacking up the price with useless loss leader items, meaning that these little items that they're selling with this cost the company peanuts, and they're selling them for a vastly inflated price along with something that people want, even though they don't want these items, to make a profit on the useless items so they get the attachment rate up and they sell the product. It's scalping. No matter how you try to cut it, it's scalping. Very little things get me this annoyed to the fact that I have to make a video about it, but that's how it is. So how do you guys feel about it? Do you guys feel it's a fair practice? Do you shop at stores that do this kind of thing? And, to be honest and to be fair, GameStop and Thinkgeek are the only ones guilty of this. I've seen it happen with, say, Toys R Us. I believe Amazon has done it on occasion. Best Buy has done it. Do you support businesses that do this practice? Are you okay with it? Are you not okay with it? I'm curious to see what other people think about this. Like I said, it annoys me to the point where I bought many things from Thinkgeek and I don't plan on buying anything from them ever again because this is just a grimy practice and I don't feel I should support this. Same thing with GameStop. I don't think this is something that people should support. Don't support this behavior because in the end, you may get something now. But in the future, if they make money off of these things, not only will they continue to do it, but other businesses will see that this was quote unquote successful, and they'll continue to pour this kind of stuff on you. And before you know it, it'll jack up prices, and you'll never get anything for a decent price. As a consumer, your power is whether you purchase something or not. So have a little self-control if you can, and avoid these type of situations. They're already sold out for the most part. The last one I saw when I first started this was the $219 bundle, but I'm sure somebody's gonna buy that. Most of them will probably just try to flip it on eBay for even more. It's ridiculous. So again, what do you guys think about this? Are you happy about this, or are you accepting of it? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What are your thoughts? Leave a comment below. I would love to see a discussion about this. This needs to be talked about because it's becoming far too common. This is Recommend. Thank you for coming to my channel. You can rate, subscribe, and thumbs up if you like. I would love to see some more people having discussion here. Have a good one, guys. Take care.